right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi Vision Art Life. My name is Adewale Agboke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to continue to talk about superheroes. Next up is Flash, the speed demon himself. Flash, that's right, from DC Comics. I'm a big Flash fan. I think he's one of the most underrated superheroes, but he's popular, which is weird. But Flash is an underrated superhero. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that, but you know, animation, comics, and in spite still, he doesn't get the shine he deserves. So, but you know, we're going to take care of that today, though. Before we get into this podcast, we want to thank our sponsors. This Sanusi Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com. Get your search on today at Tigler.com. Don't wait. Search today, Tigler.com. Owned, operated by Adetaya Agboke, one of the foremost search engine that allows you to find all the best of the best professionals, from pediatricians to contractors to landscapers. If it's professional, search Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com. It's the best of the best, operated and owned by Adetaya Agboke, one of the best business people out there. So, you know, it definitely is top of the line platform. You know, we wouldn't be joining forces with an amazing organization like this. We didn't think they could benefit us, but they've already benefited us. As you can see, our recent episodes have just skyrocketed on our YouTube channel. The viewership is insane. The growth of the subscriber listing is insane. So joining forces Tigler has been totally awesome. So Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com, and get your search on today, y'all. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel for the ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel for the ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. As I stated before, I've had these pair of custom authorities designed for my feet specifically. Anadel Center, designed by Dr. Nero Onusode, the foremost foot specialist in the galaxy. That's why I said the galaxy, not the world, but the galaxy. You know, check that out. Custom authorities designed to my feet, and each one of these goes into every pair of my batas that I would like to wear. You know, I don't play around when it comes to my feet. I used to have foot pain, but when I went to go see Dr. Nero Onusode, next thing you know, I'm pain-free. So I'm grateful for being pain-free, but most importantly, I'm grateful for these custom authorities because they feel awesome on my feet. So don't live with foot pain. AnadelCenter.com. If you're in the Dallas, Texas, Frisco area, please go visit Dr. Nero Onusode. Make your appointment. Go visit AnadelCenter.com. Make your appointment, and let's end this foot pain problem. So y'all, that's our sponsors right there, man. So
scarlet costume ejects from his ring, and in a blur of motion, police scientist Barry Allen becomes the Flash, world's fastest human. The Flash, whose speed enables him to vibrate through solid walls and conquer the barriers of time and space in the pursuit of evildoers. The Flash, scarlet speedster for justice.
So, y'all, let's get into this podcast. As I stated before, we're focusing on Flash, one of the coolest superheroes like ever. You know, characters like these make me not hate DC as much as I want to hate them because they suck. But they have a cool character like this, and you know, he's the things that I'm going to focus on as far as Flash: his origins, his history, powers, comics, animation, TV show. That's right, that major big TV show went for 9 seasons. And then, of course, the movie, the Flash movie that came out last year in 2023. Let's start off with the origins of Flash. You know, I'm going to make sure, I always like, when I do this, y'all, as y'all know, I like to do it 2 ways. I like to talk about it from me being a nerd and also talk about it from an informative perspective, too. So we're going to do both. Of course, a lot of y'all know him as Barry Allen, the speedster from Central City. He gets shocked by electricity, being a CSI agent, a CSI specialist, you know, investigative individual who checks evidence and stuff like that. For y'all who don't know, he gets struck by lightning while he's working. Next thing you know, he wakes up one morning and he's faster than I don't know what, man. And so he gets shocked. He goes in this coma form, and he's how do I say this? He wakes up with these amazing powers. But to even start it off even more, to get more detailed, first appearance of Flash came in 1940. He was created by he was created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Harry Lampert. The original Flash first appeared in Flash Comics #1, cover dated January 1940, and was released November 1939. So nicknamed the Scarlet Speedster, of course, because of his color costume, the red, you know what I'm saying? All incarnations of Flash possesses super speed, which includes the ability to run, move, think quickly, think extremely fast, use superhuman reflexes, and seemingly violate certain laws of physics, which is the truth. So Flash is a forensic scientist. The first Flash in 1941 is actually Jay Garrick, excuse me, which was the dude that wore the can on his head. For a lot of you don't know, with the cool can on there from the 1950s. Then, so from 1940 to 1951, and then from 1961 to 2021, and then 2017 to the present, which they use them all interchangeably. And then forensic side is Barry Allen. Jay Garrick was a college athlete. He was the first Flash. He was the first official speedster. And when he became Flash, and you know how they create these different universes. The next Flash came up was Barry Allen, who was a forensic scientist. Now that's the one I know about, right? I mean, because a lot of the older cats know about Jay Garrick, but I know about Barry Allen, right? So from 1956 to 1985, and from 2008 till present, Barry Allen was the Flash, and then the mantle got passed again to his nephew Wally West from 1986 to 2011, and from 2016 to 2016 to the current present. And then the next Flash was Barry's grandson Bart Allen, 2006 to 2007, and then Chinese American Avery Ho, 2017 to the present. Each incarnation of Flash has been a key member of at least one of DC's premier teams, the Justice Society of America, Justice League, and Teen Titans. So Flash, really, he's been around since 1939, which is totally insane, right? And so as he gets his powers, okay, let's get talking about the powers part. So because I introduced the people that created him, and then also introduced the many persons that Flash has been, which is totally off the chain. Oh yeah, I'll make sure I show y'all this again. That's right, Flash. This is what we're doing over here, man. You know what I mean? We're not playing. And look, if you love art like me, and you know you need to dress up your wall because it's empty, you want to get one of Sanusi Vision's pop and get your Flash poster right here. This is available on sunvision.com. You know what I mean? That's right. You know my drawing game is on point, so I don't mess around with that art. You know what I mean? But Flash, forensic side is Barry Allen. Is the one I'm going to focus on. You know what I'm saying? He gets hit by electricity while he's doing forensic work in the office. Boom, wakes up in a coma. Just like how you saw in the TV show, right? And then next thing you know, he wakes up these speedster, he's super speedster, faster than I don't know what. And so now when he gets his powers, he has to figure out what he's going to do with them. And it's weird. In the TV show Flash, which just ended last year, he gets trained by Green Arrow. But in a different universe, he kind of has to figure out his powers himself. How to use, how to be. I mean, that probably would freak you out if you woke up one morning and you can run faster than anything that has ever existed. You're like, what the hell? And so you're trying to deal with your speedness, if that's a word, your speedness, which is really a trip. You're trying to deal with your speedness. And you're like, what the hell? And you don't know who to tell. You can't tell your friends. You can't tell your girlfriend. You can't tell the loved ones you have. You're trying to keep it a secret. And then, obviously, as we know, when he gets the powers, he has to learn how to use it to defend Central City. So what better than to have a forensic scientist who's an investigator kind of, then also to at night, he's a speedster, or during the day, saving people. I mean, he can run fast, man. This dude can blow his hands like this. It makes, dude, Flash is sick. I didn't know how sick Flash was till I started watching Justice League Unlimited. And then, of course, Justice League. I did not know Flash was that cool. Yeah, we're going to talk about these later. You know what I mean? But this is what made me realize that, damn, Flash is sick as hell. You know what I mean? And so Flash is over there taking care of business. He's doing his thing, and so like he's over here like learning how to be a hero in Central City, facing these different villains from Zoom to oh my god, Godspeed, all these metahumans, Captain Cold, Captain Kangaroo, Captain Cold, Captain Kangaroo, Captain oh my god, the guy that slings the Trickster, Gorilla Grodd, oh my god, the endless villains. But that's his origins right there. Having that powers, being able to just run faster than the speed of light. It's probably faster than that. I mean, this dude's so fast, he can travel, he can create time portals. That's how fast Flash is. And that's something I'm gonna get into when I talk about his powers. But Flash's origins is that simple. His mother is Nora West. His father, let me see here. Yo, I'm about to look this up, man. It's going down. Now I got to really look it up. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. I know one thing. I'm trying to see right here. The family members. Okay, I've already told y'all that. Hold on, y'all. You know what? I'm trying to get all informative with this. I tell you what. I tell you one thing though. Okay, so and the one thing I didn't want to forget. Now I found what I was looking for. So like I told you, this is going to be informative a little bit. Like his Justice League colleagues, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, the Flash has a distinct cast of adversaries, including Gorilla Grodd, the various rogues unique among DC supervillains for their code of honor, and various psychopathic speedsters who go by the names of Reverse Flash or Zoom. Other characters in the Flash stories include Barry's wife, Iris West, Waller's wife, Linda Park, Bart's girlfriend, Valeria Perez, friendly fellow speedster Max Mercury, and then Central City Police Department members Dave Sy and Patty Spivot. He's a staple. Flash has been a staple in DC Comics since 1939. It's a sick movie, and I'm not gonna get into the TV shows yet, but Flash is probably the coolest. One of the coolest superheroes in DC Comics. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You got Batman, you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman. Next up probably is gonna be Flash, and then after that, Green Lantern, John Stewart. Those to me are the top 5 DC superheroes, period. There's nobody more cooler than them. Yes, I left Al Jordan's corny behind out because he's corny. You know what I mean? But that's Flash.
In the confusion, Barry Allen darts away, then flicks the secret switch that releases the brilliant red costume of the Flash, world's fastest human. Spinning with great speed, the Flash creates a protective vacuum around himself. Blinding light. Can't see. That overdose of radiation gave the creature the power to create chemical effects at will. It must be found. I'll call the police. Do that. Meanwhile, I'll do what I can. There it is. Going into that tunnel. That overgrown bug is really lethal. Must locate it. Like a human helicopter, the Flash rotates his body, rising faster, faster. There it goes. I'll catch up with it in a flash. Handle that.
And we handle Neutron, right?
Right. Wait, his name's Neutron?
Yeah, sure. Heard him shout it. You know, like bad guys do. I'm Neutron. All of you will die. Anyway, what's the plan?
Remember that wind funnel that you used to save me?
Sure, I remember. I was there. So were you. Good times.
We do it again, on a bigger scale. You, me, Kid Flash.
Around the perimeter of the explosive wave.
The foe draws him upward, and we move him out of the city. Piece of cake.
You getting any of this?
Every fifth word, baby. Flash! Yo, Flash!
Sorry, got sidetracked. You on board?
With what? I heard something about funnel cake. Just follow.
Origins. Now, next up are his history. Now, Flash's history started in 1939. And the thing about Flash is that what makes his history unique is that different people have taken on the mantle of Flash, which is what I was talking about in the origins. Because I had to explain that to so you can understand who Flash was. So, it all started with Jay Garrick, who was a college athlete from 1940 to 1951. And then 1961 to 2021. That's ridiculous. That's 40 years. And then 2017 to the present because they keep bringing him back and forth. Then next up was forensic scientist Barry Allen. This guy's Flash's history is a mantle history. It's kind of like they're passing a baton to the next person, to the next person. Like it's like the Flash energy just keeps going from one person to another person, right? And then forensic scientist Barry Allen, who's my favorite Flash of all. I mean, nobody's topping Barry Allen. I'm sorry, it's Barry Allen's just that dude. And then 1956 to 1985, and then 2008 to the present. And then Barry's nephew Wally West, which Wally West was also in the Flash. Was he? No, what? No, it wasn't him. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I started to feel like Unc Shay on nightcap. I be yawning while I'm working. Now I know how these guys feel. Barry. Next up was Barry's nephew Wally West from 1986 to 2011, and then 2016 to the present. As I said, the Flash mantle keeps passing on to the next person, and then Barry's grandson takes up the mantle of Flash, which was Bart Allen. He's also known as Eclipse, I believe. Became the Kid Flash. So Bart Allen is also Kid Flash, but then he also became the fourth Flash from 2006 to 2007, and then Chinese American Avery Ho 2017 to the present. Each incarnation of Flash has been a key member of at least one of all of DC's superhero groups. The Flash is one of DC Comics' most popular characters and has been integral in the publisher's many reality-changing crisis storylines over the years. The original meeting of the Golden Age Flash, Jay Garrick, and Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen, and Flash of Two Worlds, introduced in 1961 to introduce multiverse storytelling concept of DC readers, which would become the basis for many DC stories in the years to come. You know, the thing about Flash is that Flash has been around for God knows how many years, and it keeps changing. This guy went through many because of the many people that played him. One person hasn't had to be Flash. Multiple individuals have been Flash, which is something I never really understood. Because every time I was watching a TV show or watching a movie, I'm like, what the hell? From the different movies, the animated movies, which I'm going to talk about, Justice League, Flashpoint, even the next one they just created, Justice League: The New Frontier, which I'm watching right now, which has got a part 1 and part 2 just came out this year. You had like Flash just going through this age of like transformation, where each character, what I like most about Flash is that as the Flash has changed, the Flash got faster. I wouldn't say necessarily got better, but each Flash fit into the time that they were in. You know, like if you ever watched a TV show, you always see that show was amazing. I'm going to get to that later, but you got to see that the Flashes will always exist in a certain time frame. I got to get my water on. Yeah, I got to get I was parched. And plus I want to show off the water bottle. Yeah, available on SoundVision.com. We got plenty of water bottle designs on there now, man. Batman, Iron Man, Blade, Card Drive for Assassins, you name it. Black Panther, you know what I mean? But Flash's history is like each Flash is carrying a different mantle, and each Flash is in a different time frame, a different time storm. And then he has this ability to, like, as you know his history, okay, his mother, Nora West, gets killed. His father gets, now this way I get into the detail of it. Barry Allen, his mother gets killed by Reverse Flash, also known as Zoom, right? And so then Flash relives that nightmare over and over again. And then his father gets sent to jail for killing his mother. But not nobody knowing that his father didn't actually kill his mother. It was Zoom or Reverse Flash that killed his mother, because he wanted to keep Barry from becoming the Flash, but never stopped him from becoming Flash. Anyway, he became Flash. And as you saw, they became mortal enemies, whether it was in the animated movies or in the TV show. So now Barry's in Central City. He's basically an orphan. He gets, for me, I'm going to talk about the perspective I know. He gets adopted by Iris's father, right? He becomes who eventually becomes the captain of Central City Police. Becomes Central City Police captain. He moves in with them. He learns how to become a family person again. Him and Iris fall in love and all that good stuff. And then they have kids. They have their daughter. What's her name? She has that poppy costume. Oh my God, I can't even remember her name. Oh my God, I'm over here going blank right now. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God. I know I'm gonna find it. I will find it. But so he becomes Flash, and then he joins forces with his friend, who is also known as Vibe. They become heroes in Central City. They create a team which incorporates Killer Frost, Flash, Vibe, and all these other different people. And Iris West, of course, being part of the team. Elongated Man joins the team. This one dude in the last 4 seasons. Oh my God, I've forgotten. As I go into there, oh man, what a time to draw a blank. But those are the heroes that join the team, and Flash is learning how to. So he gradually trains to understand his speed, which I know sounds weird, but Flash actually is one of those heroes that he got his speed, but he didn't necessarily just grow into the speed. He had to learn how to use the speed, because he had to learn how to adapt to his metabolism, which was him always needing to eat food. Like, he was always hungry, which was a trip. I remember I used to watching the cartoon like, why is this dude always eating? But he was always hungry because he was burning so many calories. And so there's actually times when actually Flash doesn't eat enough, he might actually pass out and die. You know what I'm saying? So Flash's history is like, he's learned how to be Flash. He's learned how to become Central City. He's learned how to realize that just because he's fast and can do all these things, speed, he needs help. He still needs help too. And there are many villains. He fought Captain Cold. He fought oh my God, Trickster, Gorilla Grodd, Zoom, Zoom or Reverse Flash, Godspeed. So many different villains. And so he had to get help from Kid Flash, Iris, Killer Frost, and even sometimes you have to call the Arrow in, like you saw on the TV shows. And so Flash's history is like, he's trying to, we're talking about a hero that's been around since 1939. So that's, oh my God, that's 60 years plus another 24. Yeah, so 61 years plus another 24. So that's like, oh my God. So we got 85 years, 86 years of Flash. 86 years. I think he's the same age as Superman. That's how long Flash has been around. 1939, which is insane. You know what I'm saying? And as these heroes, and Flash came in an era where, like, yes, I'm gonna say if it sounds like I thought he was created something out of the Olympics, because I remember I was trying to read about how look at this guy. I'm just getting on Gardner Fox, the writer who helped create Flash, and Harry Lampert. Yeah, and so these guys, the history of Flash is really like more like, his is more interesting than Superman. So some reason, Superman, and I've said it and I keep saying it, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash have transitioned through history real good. Superman has sucked. Even Flash right now, and some consider Flash to be fourth in terms of that list of superheroes. But Flash has done a lot better than Superman has. He's been able to be relatable to the kids of this generation, my generation, the kids. And if you can't transition through generations, you're not going to be really that competent. That's why, even though the Flash movie, some people say it sucks and some people say it didn't, it still did better, if not better, than Superman movies, which is always weird to me. But that's Flash, though. Flash is he's probably one of the most beloved superheroes. Like, in terms of people loving superheroes, Flash is a loved superhero. Make no mistake about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the history of Flash.
Our race is not yet done. So soon, Flash.
We're searching for Lois Lane in Metropolis. Superman is in the air.
Next up are his powers. Now this dude, man, when I talk about some powers, this dude got some powers, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off with his speed. Of course, he's got speed, which is the ultimate thing he does. But it's not just the speed; it's how the speed can be used. He thinks fast. He moves fast. His reflexes are fast. He heals fast. He can run. All I know is he runs faster than the speed of light. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into his powers, right? So all incarnations of Flash can move, think, and react at light speeds, as well as having superhuman endurance that allows them to run incredible distances. Some, notably other versions, can vibrate so fast that they can pass through walls, in the process called quantum tunneling, travel through time, and can also lend and borrow speed. Species can also heal more rapidly than the average human. In addition, more incarnations have an invisible aura around their respective bodies that protects them from air, friction, and kinetic effects of their powers, which is so sick because I can't even imagine running that fast and you not getting blisters. But that's what that prevents right there. On several occasions, the Flash has raced against Superman. I think he whooped him, either to determine who's the fastest or as part of a mutual effort to thwart some type of threat. These races, however, often result in ties because the outside circumstances. Writer Jim Shooter and artist Kurt Swan crafted the story Superman's race with the Flash in Superman number 199, August 1967, which featured the first race between Flash and Superman. You know, Flash's speed, man, like his ability to oh yeah, here's another thing too I didn't want to forget. Speedsters at times may use their abilities to speed read at incredible rates, and in doing so process vast amounts of information, whether knowledge they can acquire in a manner to use temporarily. Their ability to think fast also allows them some immunity to telepathy, as their thoughts operate at a rapid too rapid for telepaths such as Martian Manhunter and Gorilla Grodd to influence their minds. So because they can think so fast and change their thinking, cats like Gorilla Grodd and Martian Manhunter can mess with their minds. I mean, Flash is so fast. Flashes and other super speedsters also have the ability to speak to one another at a highly accelerated rate. Yeah, I've seen that before. And actually, one of the episodes of Young Justice, I was like, what in the hell are these dudes saying? This is often done to have private conversations in front of non-fast people, as when Flash speaks to Superman about his ability to serve both Titans and GLA in Titans number 2. Speed talking is also sometimes used to comedic effect, which Flash becomes so excited that he begins talking faster and faster until his words jumble of noise. He also has the ability to change the vibration of vocal cords, making it so that he can change how to voice sounds to others. I mean, dude, this dude is so... Flash is so fast, light speed fast, like, I'm talking, like, and Superman can't beat him. And, you know, as he's running really fast, he generates kinetic force. So, and he can go through things. Like, he can literally go so fast and knock, like, the strongest of the strongest out. Superman, Amazo, shoot, let me see where he's from. Killer Grodd, excuse me. Gorilla Grodd, I'm trying to think. Okay, now this is what's cool as hell. It's said that Wally West has reached a velocity of 23,757,000. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna say these numbers right here. About 24 trillion is the speed he went, times the speed of light. That is crazy. So he went 24 trillion times the speed of light. He could also do this with the help of every human being on Earth, moving so the speed force was joined through everyone. With that speed, he was able to run not only from the planet to planet, but also different galaxies and universes at what would be considered a blink of an eye. This dude, man, he is so fast. Trillion, and y'all know I'm dyslexic, so I'm pronouncing the best as I can. But that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's super ridiculous speed fast. Like, this dude is, man, talk about speed. And the thing about Flash is that people forget that not only is he fast, but he was already a forensic scientist. So he was already super intelligent. Then when he became Flash, he even became more super intelligent, which is super cool. Like, Flash's abilities while not having physical strength, like many of his comrades or enemies, Flash shown the ability to use his speed to exert incredible momentum into physical attacks. In Injustice Gods of Among Us, Flash uses kinds of attacks that as many as his superpowers. Like I said, he doesn't have super strength, but when he runs fast enough, he can build momentum strength. And when he hits you, as Gorilla Grodd or any other supervillains that we saw, whether it was the TV show or the animated series, he was always giving them that work. You know what I mean? But Flash is, man, he's so sick. And then the cool thing about him is that he can also heal too. With all this fighting he's doing, he be getting his joints broken, man. And in like a flash of 2 seconds, boom, healed up. I mean, he's way faster than Wolverine's healing factor. You know what I mean? So Flash right there, those are his powers. The dude is sick as hell. That speed, and then he can do different things too. Like he can move his hands so fast if people are falling off of buildings. He may not be able to catch everybody, but if he blows his hands fast enough, it becomes like a turbine. Then he can use the wind to bring the people down slowly. I've seen that a bunch of times in the episodes, in the TV shows, and in the animated series. This dude, man, his dude's powers are off the chain, man. So that's Flash for you, man. I mean, his powers, everybody knows about him. He's fast, but it's the different fast things that he can do that makes Flash so super cool. You know what I mean? So that's Flash right there. Those are the powers right there.
It should, and the force of those two equal energies would probably cancel each other out. It'd be like running into a brick wall. Hold on. Are you about to do what I think you're about to do? Yeah. It's time to ride the lightning. Unusual weather.
Next up are the comics, man. Okay, let's get into these comics. Yes, they are kind of complicated because with having multiple characters, you have 3 eras. You have the Golden Age, you have the Silver Age, you know what I'm saying, and you have the Modern Age, right? So Flash, of course, let's talk about the first time the Flash comic book came out. All right, so the Flash originally, like I said before, he was created by writer Gardner Fox and also artist Harry Lamperts. The original Flash first appeared in Flash Comics #1, cover dated January 1940, and it was released November 1939. He was nicknamed the Scarlet Speedster, as you know. So as then the era of the comics went and went. So in the Golden Age, right, the first Flash first appeared in the Golden Age Flash Comics #1, 1940, from All American Publications, one of the 3 companies that would eventually merge to form DC Comics. So All American Publications, one of the 3 companies that would come to merge to DC Comics. So All American Publications was one of the 2 American comic book companies that merged to form the modern day DC Comics, one of the 2 largest publishers of the comic books in the United States. Superheroes created for All American included the Atom, Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was all kinds of cool stuff. And then created by writer Gardner Fox. And so now let's get into this. The Golden Age. The Flash first appeared in Golden Age Flash Comics #1, January 1940, from All American Publications, one of the 3 companies that would eventually merge to form DC Comics. Created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Harry Lamperts, this Flash was Jay Garrick. So Jay Garrick was the first Flash, like I told y'all before. Jay Garrick was the first Flash. Let's make sure we understand that, right? A college student who gained his speed through the inhalation of hot water vapors. So he inhaled hot water vapors, Jay Garrick. That's how he got his powers. When reintroduced in the 1960s, Garrick's origin was modified slightly, gaining his powers through exposure to heavy water. So eventually they changed his power to... Comics always doing that, man. They be changing names. They be changing how you got your powers. They just be changing everything, man. Jay Garrick was a popular character in the 1940s, supporting both Flash Comics and All Flash Quarterly. Later published bi-monthly as simply All Flash, co-starring in comic Cavalcade and being a chamber member of the Justice Society of America. The first superhero team whose adventures ran all Star Comics with superheroes post. Wow, this thing is crazy. You had all kinds of everybody in this first team. You had Atom Smasher, you had Hawkman, you had Jay Garrick as Flash, Mr. Terrific, Stargirl, all kinds of cool, Mr. Midnight, Dr. Midnight. Man, this is sick as hell, man. With superheroes post-war decline in popularity, with superheroes post-war decline in popularity, Flash Comics was canceled with the issue number 104, 1949, which featured an evil version of the Flash called the Rival. Wow, evil version of Flash called the Rival. The Justice Society final Golden Age story ran in All-Star Comics number 57, 1951. The title itself continued as All-Star Western. What we move on to the Silver Age of the Flash. In 1956, DC Comics successfully revived superheroes, issuing what became as the Silver Age of Comics. Rather than bringing back the same Golden Age superheroes, DC rethought them as new characters for a modern age. The Flash was the first revival, right? In the Tri Comic Book Showcase number 4, 1956, the new Flash was Barry Allen. That's so cool. So I told you, the Flash kept on changing people. So during this Silver Age, the Flash was Barry Allen. The Flash was Barry Allen, a police scientist who gained super speed when bathed by chemical. The new Flash was Barry Allen, a police scientist who gained super speed when bathed by chemicals after a shelf of them was struck by lightning. He adopted the name the Scarlett Speedster after reading a comic book featuring the Golden Age Flash. After several more appearances in Showcase, Allen's character was given his own title, The Flash. The first issue of which was number 105, resuming where Flash Comics had left off. Barry Allen and the new Flash were created by writers Robert Kigniger and John Broome and cartoonist Carmine Infantino. The Silver Age Flash proved popular enough that several other Golden Age heroes were revived in new incarnations. See Green Lantern, a new superhero team, the Justice League of America, which had Green Lantern, Al Jordan, Flash, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, and was also created, and the Flash as the main charter member. Barry Allen's title also introduced a much intimidated plot device into superhero comics, which was revealed that Garrick and Allen existed on fictional parallel worlds. Their powers allowed them to cross the dimensional boundary between worlds, and the men became good friends. The Flash number 123 was the first crossover in which a Golden Age character met a Silver Age character. Soon, there were crossovers between the entire Justice League and Justice League Society. Their respective teams began the annual get-together, which endured from the early 1960s until the mid-1980s. Whoa, that's kind of super cool, man. Allen's adventures continued in his own title until the event of Crisis Infinite Earths. The Flash ended as a series with issue number 350. Allen's life had become considerably confused in the 1980s, and DC elected to end his adventures and passed the mantle on to another character. Allen died heroically in Crisis of Infinite Earths number 8, 1985. Thanks to his ability to travel through time, he would continue to appear occasionally in the years to come. Now, the modern age of comics, right? Here we go. The third Flash was Wally West, of course, as I've told y'all. The third Flash was Wally West, as I told y'all. He was introduced into Flash number 110, December 1959. As Kid Flash, West, Alan's nephew by marriage, gained the Flash's powers through an accident identical to Alan's. Adopting the identity of Kid Flash, he maintained membership in the Teen Titans for years. Following Alan's death, West adopted the Flash identity in Crisis Infinity Earths number 12 and was given his own series, beginning with The Flash Volume 2, number 1 in 1987. Many issues began with the catchphrase, "My name is Wally West. I'm the fastest man alive." Due to the Infinite Crisis, which incorporated everybody, Infinite Crisis Ministries, and the 1 year later jump into the time in the DC universe, DC canceled The Flash Volume 2 in January 2006 at number 230. A new series, The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive, began in June 21st, 2006. The initial story arc of the series, written by Danny Bilson and Paul DeMille, with art by Ken Lashley, focused on Bart Allen's acceptance of the role of the Flash. Flash, The Fastest Man Alive, was cancelled with issue number 13. In its place was Flash Volume 2, was revived with issue number 231, with Mark Waid as the initial writer. Waid also wrote All Flash number 1, which acted as the bridge between the two series. DC had solicited The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive, through issue number 15. All Flash number 1 replaced issue number 14, and The Flash Volume 2, number 31 replaced issue number 15 in the title and interior creative team only. The covers and cover artists were as solicited by DC, and information text released was devoid any plot information. I mean, dude, like, and then in 2009, Barry Allen made a full-fledged return to the DC proper in The Flash Rebirth, which was totally sick. A 6-issue miniseries by Geoff Johns and then Ethan Van Sciver. So they've relived Flash over and over again, whether it was Jay Garrick, whether it was Barry Allen, whether it was Wally West, whether it was Bart Allen, and even now Avery Ho, which is kind of cool. Different speedsters. And Avery Ho is a Chinese American woman. So Avery Ho is a Chinese American woman who, while living in Central City, is caught in the same Speed Force storm that created Godspeed. The results in Avery gaining her connection to the Speed Force and super speed powers. After gaining control of her new powers, Avery joined the Justice League of China as the Flash, battling her former boss, China White. After Barry Allen went missing, Avery was recruited to take his place in the multiple dimensional team Justice League Incarnate. And then there's been other people: Jesse Chambers, Jess Chambers, Jude Garrick, John Fox. I mean, good Lord, there's a ridiculous amount of people that have been Flash. Sela Allen, Blaine Allen, Jace Allen, Kyrad, Bizarro Flash. Totally crazy, man. You know what I mean? But Flash has been around, man. The comic series, Flash has really enjoyed what Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman have enjoyed. To be a popular character, to the fans to be so graded, so enamored with him that they just have to keep changing his aura, changing his character to make him relevant, giving him a different name every time in different eras, so they can become a very, very cool Flash. You know what I mean? So that's the comic books right there, man. I've never really owned a Flash comic book. My first introduction to Flash was through animation, which was Justice League 2006, created by the late great Dwayne McDuffie with Bruce Trim and James Tucker. That's how I come to know about Flash. You know what I mean? And of course, the TV shows that you get to see, the reincarnation of the TV shows from the 1990s in 1991, which was totally so sick, which I'm going to talk about later, man. But that's the comics of Flash. I mean, that dude's had a lot of issues. It's ridiculous, man. So that's the comics right there. So next.
Dirty work. We've got to work fast before the sea covers the Netherlands. Come on.
Almost faster than the eye can follow. Flash fires rock after rock to Kid Flash, who with matching speed fills the holes in the dike. Then, with the rushing waters checked.
No wind. How are the windmills going to pump this water out? I'll show you how, Junior. Why didn't I think of that?
As the scarlet Scarlett speedsters make the windmill spin at fantastic speed. First, these pumps are set to operating, and soon the land is once more dry.
That's that. Now let's try to catch Blue Ball.
The only way to save the world is to keep this world from ever happening. Take this. Run!
Is the animation. That's right, the animation. This is how I got introduced to Flash right here. This Flash right here. This is Justice League Unlimited Season 1, Justice League Unlimited Season 2. You know what I mean? Flash was in this so much, it was ridiculous. But like I said, my first introduction to Flash in terms of animation was into Justice League. Not Justice League Unlimited, but Justice League. Man, he was so cool, man. Let me look at this and think about all the episodes that Flash was in. And I'm gonna look up Justice League, y'all. Y'all about to hear Justice League right here. I'm not messing around. Justice League cartoon. Okay. Yep, it went from 2001 to 2004. So went from November 17, 2001 to May 29, 2004. It was on Cartoon Network. Man, that cartoon was off the chain, man. Let me tell y'all. Look, so it was produced by 3 awesome individuals. Bruce Trim, the late great Dwayne McDuffie, and of course James Tucker. You know what I mean? So, and this series incorporated Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash of course, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Martian Manhunter, and Hawkgirl. That's right, the ballers of for sure. You know what I mean? And then of course, like Flash was in, this dude was in a bunch of episodes, man. Dude, it was insane. Let me see. Even to the point where the last one, let me see here. I'm looking for Clancy Brown. Yeah, you had all kinds of individuals on this episodes, man. Let's see here. And you had a bunch. Let me see who else. Then then they went into Justice League Unlimited, which had more superheroes. So then you had Supergirl, Kid Flash, Green Arrow. Flash was like on this anime series, and Flash was spunky. He was hilarious. He never took anything seriously. He was always the jokes on the team. And then him and Green Lantern really became like really close friends, like almost best friends, really. Because that's when I really got to learn about Green Lantern John Stewart. Because prior to that, I didn't really know anything about Green Lantern John Stewart. I'll be honest with y'all. I didn't know much. But season 1, let's see if I can find something on this. Okay, so season one, Secret Origins, and for about 3 episodes, they had to get to know each other. So all the members of the team had to come and get to know each other. Then the next series was In the Blackest Night. He literally was playing a lawyer for Green Lantern John Stewart. I was laughing my butt off. The Enemy Below, Injustice for All, Paradise Lost. They went to Lost on an island of where Wonder Woman was. And Flash was like, man, these ladies are hot. I need to find me a wife. Man, Flash was off the chain, man. War World, Fury, Legends, Knights of the Shadows, Metamorphosis, Savage Time. And then season 2 was Twilight, Tabula Rosa, which was them going against Ivo, which Amazo, which was like an android, like it could steal all their powers. This dude stole Flash's powers and his mannerisms and started talking like Flash. And Flash was like, what the hell? Kind of creeped him out. And then, of course, Only a Dream, Maid of Honor, Hearts and Minds. That was also funny, too. Flash was on a different world talking about, so her girl. So he was talking about the girl, the person that originally turned Green Lantern was going to discard him because she can no longer be his girlfriend. A Better World, Eclipsed, Terror Beyond, Secret Society, Hereafter, Wild Cards, and then, of course, Comfort and Joy, and then, of course, Starcross, which was a 3-part special series, which made me think that was the end of Justice League. And then all of a sudden, boom, Justice League Unlimited came around. I mean, Flash is so sick. Animated movies, Flashpoints. Shoot, I'm about to, let me type this out, man. I got to go get this. Now, y'all know about Justice League. And of course, even on this episode, Justice League Unlimited season 2, he was in, let's see here, the episodes he was in. So let's see. Let's see, The Return, Dark Hearts, The Cat and Canary, that was hilarious. No, excuse me, The Ties That Bind, Clash, Flashpoints, Panic in the Sky, Divided We Fall. Then, of course, in season 2, Justice League Unlimited, because I haven't got to the animated movies yet. Let's see. To Another Shore. No, excuse me. Flash and Substance. Great Brain Robbery. Alive and Destroyer. I mean, Flash got his time on this show, man. I mean, if you've never watched Justice League Unlimited, man, and yeah, you know I don't play. Because I went and got it so I could be able to do... Look, I don't play. I got the double disc collection. This is classic right here, you know what I mean? I know everything is streaming now, but yo, it don't hurt to have you a G on your hand, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what's up right here. Y'all know what it is. Let me flip this thing for y'all so y'all can get a good look at this awesomeness. You know what I mean? Then, of course, season 2. Then I'm going to talk about more animated movies. Check this out, man. Look at this. Man, I don't play. I get my cartoon on. Y'all know what it is. I don't play. This is how I do it. Then, look, the animated movies. Now I'm going to talk about every single animated movie that I'm talking about. And these, man, there's a whole bunch. There's Flashpoint. Let me see. Justice League animated movies. I am going to talk about all of them. And man, there's a lot. Woo! All right, here we go. The recent one right now they got going. Crisis Infinite, which is like the comic book. Y'all remember that? Part 1. I haven't seen part 1. Injustice. Gotta watch that one. You know what I'm saying? Justice League Fatal 5. Justice League World. Justice League The Death of Superman. Justice League The New Frontier, which was like an old school 2008 cartoon type of thing. Let me see here. Dude. Justice League War. That was so sick. Man, that was sick. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. Justice League Doom. That was so sick. Justice League God of Monsters. Let's see here. Come on. I'm trying to see what else there we go. Justice League Flash. Here we go. Justice League. The Flashpoint Paradox. I mean, dude, there's been so many Flashpoint paradoxes. It's crazy. Somehow, Flash always gets to be the center, which is interesting because in a way he's always been looked at as like the baby brother of everybody, but he's not. He's always trying to carve carve out its own thing. Let me type in Flash animated movie, see if anything comes up. Because I know there ain't. Yep, that's the ones, all the ones that I said. Just even when I type in Flash animated movies, it's the same one. Justice League, Crisis Infinite Earths Part 1, which Part 2 is coming soon, so y'all get ready for that. Justice League Flash, the Flashpoint Paradox. This was trippy because what caused the problem was Reverse Flash, also known as Zoom, decides to mess with Flash and throws him into this paradox timeline, and he sends him into this chaotic timeline where he's had to talk to Cyborg in the future. Batman is like Bruce Wayne's father. It was a trip, man. Then of course Justice League War. That was so sick. That was like everybody coming together, man. That was so sick. And then Justice League Doom. That was Batman coming up with this contingency plan just in case all the other superheroes acted a fool and betrayed. So he came up with all kinds of ways to take him down, which is actually what happened. All their powers were negated by Batman's actions and Batman's Batman's plans. Like I said, man, animated movies. Oh my God, Flash has been in so many. It's not even funny, man. And you know, I'm gonna show you some right now. As I stated, we're gonna take a look at Justice League Unlimited, the cartoon intro, so y'all can see. So y'all check it out, man. Yep, I told y'all, Justice League Unlimited intro, that was sick as hell. But I'm also going to show you, you know, there's also other stuff that I can show y'all too. The different animated movies, different sequences. Justice League Unlimited was by far the best animation series that Justice League has ever created. Except for, no, it's second best animation series ever created. Batman, the animated series, the best animated series ever created. Now, what's shocking me is that Flash hasn't had an animated series, which is weird. You would think as popular as Flash is, they would have had one. But then again, we are talking about DC Comics here. These guys aren't exactly the most intelligent people you can meet. They do a lot of dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So I ain't cussing because I got a lot of young people that watch my show, so I got to keep it clean. You know what I mean? But y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So that's the animations right there. You know? Next up are the TV shows. Now, the TV shows are interesting because there are 2 TV shows. There's one from the 1990s and then there's one from the early, from 2013. So Flash TV shows. There's two. I got to break this thing down to y'all. Let me see here, y'all. So there's 2 shows. They started in 2014. This one that started in 2014 went for 9 seasons. It ended in 2023. And man, it was sick, y'all. It was so sick. Now let's see. Then there was another show in 1990. Which let's see here. Let's see. Why was Flash? Okay, so then there was another Flash TV series from 1990 to 1991. This one was starring let me see what this man's name is. Come on. Let's see. Which came in the this Flash. It was basically, let's see here. Let's see here. It was created in 1990 to 1991. It was starring John Wesley Shipp, who also gets to play a role in the new Flash that came out in 2014. Like this show was super. But he was playing Jay Garrick whenever he came around into the new Flash episodes. But in 1991, this TV show was sick as hell. Like nobody ever done this before. Basically, he was playing Barry Allen in both times. He was Barry Allen in 1990 in the TV show, and there's also Barry Allen in the 2014 TV show. It was such a cool ass show. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember it, but I remember watching what do you call this thing? Scenes. You can see a glimpse of it on YouTube. That's how I came to know about it. And I'd have never known about it if I wasn't watching the new Flash, which is the one I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying? But for a lot of old school younger cats, old school cats, they'd be like, whoa, this Flash was the jump off. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I can't never knock anybody's time, man, because and the creators of this old school Flash was Danny Bilson and Paul D. Mio. Now, the one that I watched when I began to watch Flash, which was the one that started in 2014. Now that's the jump off right there. That show was crazy great. Went for 9 seasons from 2014 to 2023, which was just last year. 9 seasons of awesomeness. You had, of course, the character. It was starring Grant Graston, Candace Parton, Daniel Panabaker, Jesse L. Martin. It was such a cool show. Like 9 seasons of total awesomeness. I wasn't gonna lie, I was bummed out when it ended, but I also knew it had to end eventually, man. All great TV shows eventually end. This show was incredibly great. I think the only season I thought was weird was the season where he was fighting the character that had was sitting on some kind of, it was a mental character. I can't remember the name of the thing, but it was a mental like a character that had mental powers, man. That was the only season that I thought was weird. All the other seasons I was very happy. Like, it was an amazing show. It was equally as good as The Arrow, and The Arrow was beyond impressive. God, The Arrow was so damn good. You know what I mean? But that was Flash, the TV show starring Grant Graston. There were many people that were, dude, this show was so good. Let me see. So it won 29 Emmys and was nominated 99 times. That's how good this show was. It was that good. I ain't never seen no superhero TV show that was that damn good. Dude, it was so damn good. Dude, it was so damn good. Let me see. And then he had multiple guest stars too. Let me see here. These were the cast of the Flash: Grant Graston, Daniel Panabaker, Jesse L. Martin, Danielle Nicolette, Brandon McKnight, Hartlett Sewer, Kaylee Compton, Tom Cavanaugh, Carlos Valdez, Candace Parton. So of course Grant Graston played Barry Allen. Candace Parton played Harris West Allen. Daniel Pennebaker played Caitlin Snow. Carlo Valdez played Cisco Ramon, who also became Vi, but he left the show in 2021, which was kind of a bummer. Jesse L. Martin, Joe West, who was Iris' father, Daniel Nicolette, Cecile Horton, Tom Cavanaugh, who played Dr. Harry Wells, but he also was Reverse Flash. Man, he was messing up the show all the time, every time for these fools, man. Kayla Compton, which played Allegra, she had these crazy, awesome, Allegra Garcia, she had these awesome powers. Brandon McKnight, Chester P. Runk, came in late during this from 2019 to 2023 to the show's end. Hartley Sewer was Ralph Dibney, and then Kayan Lansdale was Wally West, also known as Kid Flash, and then Patrick Sabonji was Captain David Sue, and then Jesse Parker Kedney was Nora West Allen, and then Rick Consnet was Detective Eddie Thorne. And then of course Michelle Harrison was Speed Force, and then John Wesley Shipp was Henry Allen, but he's also Jay Garrick as well because he came from the Allen from the future. Man, this show was off the chain. I'm trying to read as much as I can on each person here to let y'all know what's up. Some of these actors were Canadian. I used to think everybody was American. Nope, some people Canadian. Let me see here. I'm looking, y'all. Y'all give me a second. I'm looking. Hey, man, finding actors and names and stuff like that, this thing has worked. All right, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all the characters. A lot of this stuff was super. Man, it was a super cool ass show, man. This show was super good. DC, you bunch of lucky you know whats. You got Arrow, you got Flash, you got Black Lightning, you got Supergirl. It's still hard for me to believe that Black Lightning, that all these shows are gone. And Superman's about to be next. Superman this the last season of Superman. I'm bummed out, man. But you know what I mean? But though, this show was super cool. I remember this show, when I did my top 10 superhero TV shows. This show made my top 10. I was like, this show is so damn good. The Flash, it was one of the best superhero TV shows ever, and it got better and better and better as the season goes. The storylines, it never got corny. So that's what made this show great. Like I said, my focus is on this show. I didn't know much about the ones from the 1990s, but I just know it was there based on what I saw from this show. And you would see skits of the past and stuff like that. But man, oh, it was so good. God, this show, if you've never seen it, it's available on Netflix, all 9 seasons. That's right. If you got Netflix. Now, if you still got CW, you go ahead with it. But if you really wanted it from front to back, yo, Netflix, all 9 seasons. It's in my favorites. Because I'm starting to watch Black Lightning again from the gate, and I'm about to watch Flash again from the gate. It was so good. It was such a great TV show. The last season, as they changed characters, as characters came around and left, and the only thing that bummed me out was when Vibe left. That sucked, man. That was not awesome. I was like, this is a bummer. You know what I'm saying? When Cisco Ramon left the show, I was like, oh, this sucks. That's the only thing. That was probably the only thing that I hated. Aside from that, man, I thought the show was an amazing show. Grant Cranston, real talk, they should take all these people that were in this show and put them in the movie. Just go ahead and put them in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And then make everybody make it into a superhero TV show. So I don't know, man. If DC, you feel like doing something right, yes, you've just done the Flash. You had I'm about to talk about the movies next, but you had Ezra Miller playing Flash, which wasn't bad. But they can mix it up like they always say. They can make the universes mix or something. But the TV show was off the chain, man. That's all I gotta say. It was an amazing TV show.
Flash. You didn't think I was gonna miss how this all turns out, did you?
Execute Delta maneuvers. Our family has been blessed with these amazing gifts. Maybe that speed shouldn't just belong to us anymore. My friend Oliver said that the lightning chose me. Well, now I'm gonna do the choosing. My name's Barry Allen. But their names.
I just was in car trouble this morning. No, I
we hope. Time to go home. Max Mercury. Jess Chambers. Maybe if we share a piece of ourselves, we can break out of our old cycles of violence and pain. Create a new world for you. You're incredible. One where we can coexist. All of us. Together. A world where nothing has to be impossible. As long as we believe in it.
Barry Allen. Bruce Wayne.
You said that like it explains why there's a total stranger in my place, sitting in the dark, in my second favorite chair.
Tell me about this.
This is a person who looks exactly like me, but who is definitely not me. Very attractive Jewish boy. Somebody who, I don't know, stole your pocket watch or railroads.
I know you have abilities. I just don't know what they are.
My special skills include viola, web design, fluent in sign language, gorilla sign language.
Silicon-based quartz sand fabric, abrasion resistant, heat resistant.
Yeah, I do competitive ice dancing.
It's what they use on the space shuttle to prevent it from burning up on re-entry.
I do very competitive ice dancing. Whoever you're looking for, it's not me. You're the Batman.
So you're fast.
That feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities. You see, I believe enemies are coming.
Stop right there.
So now next up, last but not least, is the movie. There's only been one Flash movie, so there's not really, unless there's only one Flash movie I know of, so I'm only going to talk about what I know of. I ain't about to get into something I don't know about. Flash movie. That's, hey, look, there's only been one that I know of, man. That came out last year. It was pretty doggone good. It had Ezra Miller playing Flash. Dude, it was, I'm going to give it a, man, I'm going to give it a, I'm going to give it a B+. Yo, if you haven't seen it, it's actually pretty good. You'd have to be a hater to be giving it some kind of D or E or something like that. It was pretty good. Not bad for DC, because DC is notoriously known for messing stuff up. You know, they're good at messing everything up. It was starring, the cast was Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, of course. You know, they had to do Barry Allen. Michael Keaton was in it as well, playing Batman. Sasha Calle, she was playing Supergirl. Ben Affleck was playing the old Batman. Grant Gustin was in it too. Cassie Clemens was Iris West. Maribel Verdú was Nora Allen. Michael Shannon was General Zod. Ian Lowe was Kid Barry. Ron Livingston was Henry Allen. And then Rudy Mancuso was Albert Desmond. I mean, dude, it was a pretty cool show, man, because Supergirl wasn't, you got to see, like, Flash traveling through time, trying to save his mother repeatedly, and then the chaos that came from him trying to save his mother. It was a hot mess, y'all. It was bad. Like, dude created a whole catastrophe of just trying to save his mother. Then it got to the point where he got so bad that he created an evil self. His evil self was causing all the chaos. So I'm not going to tell you, you know what? I might as well talk. And if you've never seen it, please go see it. Now, I don't know where it's available. You probably have to wait for it on Netflix to come out or something. Or maybe if DC has a platform, maybe HBO Max. I don't know. But it's really a good movie. For DC, tell you what, it was better than Justice League. And it was better than better than Superman, The Dawn of Justice. Now, that was garbage. This Flash movie, like I said, I'm giving it a B+. It was pretty good. I wanted to see it. I got to see it. I got to see it when I was traveling. I watched it on the plane. I didn't get to see it in theaters, but I got to see it on the plane. It was pretty good to me. You know what I mean? Because I could focus on watching. It was pretty darn good. And Ezra Miller did a great job as Flash, actually. So, I mean, I know I wanted Grant Gustin to play Flash in the movie, but Ezra Miller didn't do such a bad job. He did a good job. He did a great job, actually. He was funny. He was comedic just like the General Flash. He was lost in himself. He was everything the Flash was in the animated series, except they just transitioned it to the movies. Then, of course, he got help from Batman. What would have been cool to see is if he joined forces with Green Lantern John Stewart. Now, that would have been sick. That would have been totally awesome. You know what I mean? But you had a cool cast. I think one of the coolest scenes was when he was trying to save the babies in the Flash movie in the beginning, and it looked like he was pausing everything while he was running upwards, catching every baby, and babies were spilling nasty pee in his mouth. It was a hot mess, y'all. Y'all got to go watch it. The Flash movie was pretty doggone good. I mean, it was man, what can I say? It was like it was super funny. You know what I mean? You know what? I got to show y'all the trailer. So here we go. Let me show you the trailer of the Flash movie. So, as I told y'all, it was pretty doggone good. I told you. But if you haven't seen it, please go watch The Flash. It's one of the sickest. It was a pretty good movie. It was better than Dawn of Justice, and it was definitely better than that godforsaken movie, Justice League. So let's pretend that they never made that. Ezra Miller picked up his role as Flash from that movie to the Flash movie itself. And the thing I definitely liked was that the costume that Flash had in the Justice League movie, thank you, Lord, they fixed it because it looked like garbage. I said, what did y'all buy this at the dollar store? Come on, man, give me a break. So they definitely evolved that, got that better, but it was a great movie. It was a good movie. I don't want to call it great. It was a good movie. I really liked it. I could watch it again. I'm gonna give it a B+. It was amazing. They did a good job, man. They really did do a good job. You'd have to be a hater to hate on to hate on that movie. So that's everything about Flash, y'all. The movies. Let's talk about the beginning, the origins, his history, his powers, his comics, his animation, the TV show, and of course the movie, which is the only movie I know of. You know what I mean? I don't know of any other Flash movies. I'm gonna type in movies to see anything else came up that I don't know about. Yep, that's the only movie that came up, man. You know what I mean? But animated movies and stuff like that, man, Flash don't been on that, man. You know what I mean? So that's what's up with our Flash show today. Like I said before, Flash is one of the coolest characters. So, you know, like when you talk about a character like this that has lived through time for as long as he has, the Flash is one of the best superheroes ever. But I think DC could do more justice by actually having him have an animated series, kind of like how you have Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series. Where's Flash the animated series? You know how sick that would be, man? And then of course you gotta have Wonder Woman the animated series, you know what I mean? But Green Lantern John Stewart the animated series. Y'all lucky I ain't got my billions yet. I'd do that Green Lantern John Stewart the animated series, you know what I mean? But
Gotta get up. Come on. Harry. Go again. Barry, there's no point.
Hiding from the fight?
Oh no. You're all mine.
Thanks for the lift. Yeah, no problem. You got this? These things are going to keep coming.
Okay. You get technical. I'm on bug duty.
Let's do it.
Yes, this is gross. Oh.
Man, it was an amazing talking about Flash. He's one of the greatest superheroes ever. Man, real talk, I think Flash is top 15 superheroes of all time. Seriously, he might mess around and be top 10, but he's top 15 for sure. You know what I'm saying? He's top 15 for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people know Flash. He is popular. Like from 1939 to 2024 to be still this popular, yo, you that dude. You know what I mean? So Flash is amazing, man. So that's Flash right there, man. So but before we get up out of here, as always, we got to talk about all our cool, awesome new products. And yes, we now have a QR code with Sanusi Vision. You're going to get to see it a whole lot on all our products on our website. You know what I'm saying? On the stuff we're selling out at TV shows when I go to them, on my products. Simply scan it and go straight to our website, man. This business cards is obsolete, so I had to get that out there. Now, first of all, let's talk about these amazing phone cases. Yeah, that's right. We got phone cases. This is the first one I ever made. But, you know, I got to show it to y'all. Classic, man. We got them from different sizes, too, from iPhones, Samsung Galaxies, Google Pixels. We got them all from iPhone 10 all the way to iPhone 15 Plus, Pro Max. Then we got the Samsung Galaxies, the 21, 22, 23, 24, Ultras, all that. We got all that. And then we got Google Pixels phone, too. So if you want to get one of these awesome, cool phone cases, you got to get it. Then, of course, a different type of phone case right here. Now, this one incorporates you putting your phone right here. But also, too, the cool thing is that you can actually take it's like a phone wallet, basically. You can put your credit cards in this slot right here. And then, of course, you got important information. You put it right here in your pocket. That's how cool this phone case is right here. You know what I mean? It's one of the sickest, it's one of my coolest inventions I've made so far. It's a cool phone case. It's quite popular with a lot of ladies, especially if you don't like carrying a whole bunch of wallets. Well, this is your wallet and your phone. It's a double duty thing. So, hey, and then, of course, just to make sure nothing's going to fall out, you go like this. And I know y'all are wondering, how can this dude fit a phone case in here? Well, let me do this right here so y'all can see what's up. So y'all can see that I ain't playing no games. I'm going to take my old school iPhone 6 Plus Pro Max, which is old as hell, and I'm going to see if I can fit it in here. Look. Y'all see how that, look. I know you were wondering. Look at that. Look. Look, y'all. Phone case, right? Now it's going in here. I know you're wondering. How did I get in there? Well, you just saw it get in there. Look at that. It's in there. You know what I mean? So that's the phone cases right there. I told y'all, we make cool stuff for Sanusi Vision, man. We ain't playing no games. You know what I mean? And then next up, let's put this away. This is my old case before I created cool cases. This is old news. Oh my God. Then of course, water bottles. Man, can't forget these water bottles, man. You know what I mean? Water bottles, all kinds of characters. Cards of Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Flash, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Voltron, Mega Man. It's all on the website, baby. And we go at these QR codes, man. I'm telling you, this water bottle is the first of its kind. We got water bottles. And yes, cool cap right here. Not to mention, it's got the handle. So you got to hold it with your hand right there. You know what I mean? We making cool water bottles. And of course, I know you love art. So posters available of Flash, but not only just the Flash of other many characters. Cards of Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Voltron, Mega Man, you name it, Black Panther, you name it. You know what I'm saying? We got it. Then of course, can't forget this, the hoodies. We always got to talk about the hoodies. You know what I mean? It's a new design. We got these hoodies, man. Check this out. You got zippers, and then we got pullovers. So we got two different, and unlike everybody else's hoodies, my hoodies got all kinds of art on it. I'm giving you your bang for your buck. Check that out, man. Look at this. Look at the right sleeve. This is what we're doing here at Sanusi Vision. Detail, man. Detail, detail. Then, of course, the back. Check that out. Man, look at this. All that detail. And where else are you going to see a hoodie? And now let's check out the front again. Look at this. Where else are you going to see a hoodie with the art, with this much art inside of it? Look at this. Like, the inside of the hoodie has art on it, too. And then on the head of the hoodie, either side, the right side of it, look at all this art. Then if I flip it the other way, we got more art. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is what we're doing at Sanusi Vision. We always doing big things. Y'all know what we always doing big things, man. Look at this hoodie, man. So you got to go get your set. And then I've got to show you the kicks. Hold on now. The shoes is for sure. Now, what's a show without showing y'all our awesome pairs of all our Batas footwear? So let's start with the ladies Batas, the way ladies Batas wedge sneakers. Check this out. Look at this. Custom design, man. All the way. All we do is design a custom stuff around here. We don't do jati jati, as we say in the language. That means cheap nonsense. We are only doing best of the best. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. Check this out, man. Look at this, man. Custom Batas wedge sneakers for the ladies, man. And they can match in any outfit y'all wearing, man. Ladies, jeans, shorts, don't matter. You're going to look right and look tight. You're going to be getting some attention wearing these jokers right here. I promise you. The art on this is sick. And you can tell because when we post it on our YouTube pages and stuff, people are like, whoa, them jokers is off the chain. You know what I mean? Then, of course, can't forget the high tops. I just have to talk about them Batas high tops. These are the platinums. The platinums. Only the boss of all bosses want these right here. Now, if you're a collector, you're a baller, you like to have things that, you know, are high grade quality, the Batas high tops, the platinum edition, you know what I mean? What's platinum about them is how I make them. You know what I mean? Look at this, the detail on them. They are way more customized than the average Batas high tops and low tops. Check that out, man. The detail on these jokers is sick, man. And as you can see, all my Batas footwear always got the double art. Look at this, man. Always got the double art. Look at that. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing in Sanusi Vision. Detail, detail, detail. And you want to get a pair of these right here? Visit sanusivision.com. You know what I mean? The customization, look at this. The art on this thing, it's ridiculous, man. It's top of the line. That's what we're doing in Sanusi Vision. You know what I mean? So that's all our cool stuff today. So, you know, that's our show for today. So, and before we finish, can't forget, Carjack for Assassins, the bio book available on sanusivision.com. Now, this bio book is important because you want to have it because when the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book comes out, which is coming, you're going to know what's going on with all these characters. You're going to know about their height, their weight, where they're from, their profile. You know what I mean? That's important because this Carjack for Assassins comic book that's coming out, it's going to be a game changer. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm so proud that my platform, the YouTube channel, is picking up steam. I don't need companies' money or their marketing strategies. I am the marketing king. I built this up. So they have to come to me on my terms. And I don't know if I want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with their BS of creativity. That's why I did it all on my own. I have my own company, independent. Not only is it independent, but it's a trademarked company. I've got the R next to my company name, just like McDonald's, all the other ones. What you see right here, y'all? R. What you see on Carjack for Assassins right there? R. What you see right here on Asha? R. That means you use my stuff, I guess, to sue you. I own my stuff. I've built this up. So these characters right here are coming. And then this bio book has led to the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book that's coming. And guess what that led to? Me creating a new animation intro. Oh my God. As I say before all the time, y'all, I love learning on my own. I can't stand school, but I love to learn. And if I can learn on my own, that's exactly what I'm doing. Guess what I did? I got my animation on. It makes the old school animation that I did look like a joke. Yo, it's so sick. Like, these characters, the animation is off the chain, man. And so look, in terms of this bio book, you gotta go get you a copy today on sanusivision.com so you can learn about all these awesome characters. The Carjacks, the heroes, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepard, Diesel, and of course Sphinx. And of course, they can't forget about them numerous villains, them evil villains, man, the assassins led by Lord Sun Tzu. You got Sun Tzu right there. Artillery, Kanji, Revo, Excursion, Snipes, Yukon. Then of course the Coyotes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the assassins right there. So get your copy today on sanusivision.com so that you can get ready for the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book, because this bio book is going to help you understand what's going on in the Carjack for Assassins universe. Don't be clueless. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we're doing here with Sanusi Vision, man. So I want to thank you for listening. Before we get up out of here, man, we got to thank our sponsors. This Sanusi Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between. Get your search on Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com. Search today. Don't wait. Search today. That's Tigler.com, man. You got to get your search on because you want the best of the best. Professionals of all mannerisms, of all kinds in the professional world. Contractors, landscapers, plumbers, carpenters. You name it, it's on there, man. So search Tigler.com. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. So I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast has been awesome. It's an awesome episode talking about Flash, the amazing Scarlett Speedster. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke Jr. Please check out our website at sunvision.com for all the cool stuff we got. Beanies, bomber jackets, glasses cases, water bottles, phone cases, leather phone cases. You know what I'm saying? You name it, we got it. Shoot. Batas, wedge batas for the ladies, sneakers right there. You know what I mean? Then, of course, can't forget the Batas footwear, high tops and low tops. And then, of course, man, the art's important too. Yep, posters. We got them available to canvas art as well. You name it. Different sizes. We got 11 by 17 right here, 13 by 19, 24 by 36. So, look, we doing it all on Sound Vision, man. So this is when we're doing big things, man. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel to listen to all our available episodes, new ones every Monday, man. Let me tell you, putting my podcast on YouTube has been a game changer, man. I said, forget Apple, forget Spotify, forget all those platforms. No, we're gonna put it on YouTube. And sure enough, that instinctual move has benefited me to the max. I'm getting views every week. I'm getting seen every week. It's increasing website traffic. It's increasing my platform traffic. Yo, my computer's about to go to sleep. It's like, oh man, you better power me up. You know what I mean? Social media, specifically whatever type of social media you use, especially the platform. I remember having my stuff on Spotify and Apple, and then became cannibalized. I said, forget this, get me off of this platform. I got off of there. It was the best move I've made. Now when I got it on my YouTube channel, I control the episodes. Not only do people want to hear you, but they want to see you. And then not all the cool stuff that I do, but it's your personality, right? People gravitate towards that and all the cool stuff that you do. So yo, putting my stuff on YouTube has been the best thing. So you can follow us. All new episodes available on our YouTube channel at Sound Vision, but they're also available on soundvision.com. Link podcast. You'll see the title, so you won't miss it. You know what I mean? And please check out social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Now, however long we got with TikTok, I don't know, but I ain't even worried about it because I've already transitioned. You know what I mean? I always knew that was coming. We knew that TikTok, because it's owned by a Chinese company, America was like, you're spying on us. They probably are doing all kinds of shady stuff. I mean, they shadow ban their own users. That's how useless TikTok is. You would think a company that's getting people to have viewership would not shadow ban its own users. They shadow banned me, and I've written them a bunch of times. Y'all sorry, you know what? Stop shadow banning me. They had to stop messing with my account, so then they stopped messing with it. But randomly they'll stop messing with it. I mean, these guys cost me over 500 followers. You know how hard it is to get 500 followers? You know what I'm saying? So yo, TikTok, they'll be around. If they get kicked off the platform, I don't really care. They're good while they're here, but the main boss is YouTube, Facebook, TikTok if they're around, X as it gets revamped repeatedly, and then of course Instagram is dead last. I feel like it's slowly dying off, but you know it's still necessary. But we are definitely big on all those platforms. And then please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.
Are you going to fight me, boy?